Hey guys, welcome back to Shots of Ara. So I want to dive in and have a quick chat about the 4 reasons why I've fallen in love with the Z8 and why I think it's better than the D850. And you know, at first I was pretty sad that I sold the D850. And you know, there's always going to be a bit of nostalgia. But let's get back to the studio and talk about the 4 reasons why I prefer the Z8 over the D850. Thanks. I'll see ya in the studio. Let's go. So, as I was saying, the D850 and the Z8. This photo right here was taken on the Z8 not too long ago. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But let's talk about the reasons why I prefer the Z8 over the D850. Now, there are reasons why I do prefer the D850, but this is not what this video is about. First one is a video. The Z8 is a video powerhouse. I mean, it's one of the best video cameras out there, just in general. And I love it. I use it for all my video outside the Z6 III when I can. It does really good 4K. It has excellent dynamic range for the camera. And it does, 8K 60 frames a second. You really can't beat it. I mean, I can't think of any other camera out there that is as good as this. And the D850 does, I think, 4K. The autofocus on the Z8 is incredible. So that's number 2, the autofocus versus the D850. I mean, look, you can't really compare a probably 2nd, 3rd, 4th, I mean, with all the firmware updates, or this major update of the mirrorless lineup, the Z series. And number 3 is the form factor. For me, I don't know, the D850 was a little bit bulky around the hand. The Z8 I find is just easier to hold. And I was surprised. I was when I sold the Z9, which was really big, it's a bit too big for me. I couldn't really carry it around as easily as I wanted to. And when I got the Z8, I was thinking, well, at least it'll be like the D850, but the form factor, hand-holdable form factor, the button layout and everything is just fantastic. It's better than the D850. And last, with the Z8, is the ports. So with the D850, you didn't have the port set up, and the card slots and everything that you do have with the Z8. So just beats it hands down with having a large HDMI port, and the 2 USB-C ports, one for charging, one for input control. It is incredible with the MC10, which is like a controller thing that you can use to control it. Yeah, those are the 4 things that I prefer in the Z8 over the D850. I have sold, like I mentioned, I have sold my D850, and I was quite sad when I did sell it at the time. I wasn't really happy with the Z9. It was just hanging around, and I made the decision, and I sold the Z9 and bought the Z8 at a loss, right? So I sold the Z9 to a camera exchange shop. I think I got a good deal. And I was able to get the cash back and buy a Z8, Z6 III, and a Z7 II. So we had 2 Z9s, and for 2 Z9s we got 3. My wife loves the Z7 II. It's really light, and the Z8 is like the best of all worlds combined. Although, look, like I said, there are benefits to the D850, like the dynamic range. And the weight is better on the Z7. Oh, sorry, the Z7 II. the D850's optical viewfinder, I find just nothing beats an optical viewfinder. That's my personal opinion. But so before I go, I wanted to share these photos with you. So this eagle here was just sitting on a perch, there was 2 eagles, actually. One of them took off, and I photographed it. This incredible, I'm not sure exactly what kind of an eagle it is. I should check out my birds book. I will actually check out my birds book, and the type of bird it is written down here. Incredible. I love it. I'm gonna print this. I don't know, maybe I'll print this one out. Not the best perch shot, right, with this metal rod. Maybe this one might be better, or this. Here's the two of them. The two eagles is the male. This other one, that one's out of focus, I think. Not as in focus, not as sharp. I think it's still embedded. It's the embedded preview, but that's the boy here. You can see that probably, and this is the girl, which is the one that I photographed that took off. Here's I think a close up of the boy there. Incredible. They look huge. They're like probably about half my height. I'd never seen them up close. I actually saw somebody taking photos of them, and then I actually saw someone taking photos, and I went up to this lady and I said, "What are you taking photos of?" And she said, "Look, there's eagles." And I'm like, "This is like right down the road from where my place is. Let me just run and get my camera." And I just ran and just got my camera with the 400mm f4.5. I'm so glad I didn't sell it. This is the reason why I'm glad I didn't sell it. And I didn't actually put the TC converter on it. I could have, but it was actually close enough. Like, all these photos are essentially pretty much. What is this? This is the full frame. It's not cropped. So yeah, like, I got lucky with these photos. I'm very grateful to have been able to get this opportunity, because I've never seen, eagles or raptors in the wild like this. I haven't had a chance to go to places where they could be. So yeah, I got lucky this time. What else have we got here? We got, yeah, so here's both of them. Here's both of them in a different background with a house in the background there. Yeah, so this is the as you can see, this is 400 full frame, 400mm 4.5. 600 could have been good, but I didn't need it because I could just get a bit closer to them. That is again the same. There we go. Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. All right, guys, that's it. There's two things. Two topics in one video: eagles and 4 reasons why I prefer the Z8 over the D850. I'm going to do more videos about photography as I continue taking photos, time lapses also. I'm going to back. I'm going to go back to the D850 and do some more tests on the D850 for time lapses. Maybe, I'm not sure, but I'm wondering. In my last time lapse, I had that fogging up in the morning. I'm not sure why, so I'm going to try and figure that out. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye.